Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Rant Quest. I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe, and this is a rant quest. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. There's nothing like leftover plain potato chips that weren't handed out during Halloween to satisfy your appetite. So yeah, yeah, the burn. Star Trek Discovery, Season 3. The burn. Okay. So all the dilithium in the galaxy explodes. And all that dilithium just exploding destroys all the warp capable ships, all the ships at least that used antimatter reactors. So that would leave the Romulans that would sort of leave them I don't know, I guess the dominant power of the galaxy other than the Borg. You have this shit happening. But apparently it doesn't destroy all the dilithium, just the just the amounts of dilithium necessary to keep this season going, because yeah. So yeah, you would think that all the terrestrial antimatter reactors on various planets that were powering all these planets and all the technology. You'd think Earth would be, and on all other planets like Earth, all technologically advanced civilizations. You'd think they'd all be gone by now, right now. You would think they'd all be gone, just exploded because all the dilithium blew up. No. Instead, it was only the ships at warp that blew up. Okay, so what about all the ships that weren't at warp? What about all the ships that weren't at warp? This is a convoluted shit. This this is convoluted bullshit. This is convoluted shit. Mm. And yeah, who is teaching these people to write? I'm curious. I genuinely am curious. Because if we can find these people, we can accurately use their writing methods, their method of writing. We can find the people that taught these people to write. If we can find them, that we can accurately predict what the next story, how shit is gonna progress. Because yeah, this is the most convoluted shit I have ever seen. And yeah, and it's the most terrible shit I've ever seen. This makes Star Trek Discovery Season 3. Any episode in the season, it makes Battlefield Earth look like fucking Shakespeare. Which, yeah, and that movie was terrible. That movie with John Travolta, I have seen it, and it is terrible. Terrible funny, terrible. Almost terrible funny, but yeah. And I've seen The Adventures of Pluto Nash, and that movie, when you're young, that movie's watchable, but yeah, it doesn't age well. Personally, I don't know why, uh, I don't know who teaches people to write like this. I mean, they're just like this incessant need to add convoluted plot points and story points. It just doesn't make sense. Like, who teaches people how to write this way? What happened to writers? What happened to these writers? Like, did they get hit in the head? Is it all the politics that's doing all this shit? My God. Oh, this is just fucking bullshit. This is bullshit and boring. And yeah, it's driving nails into the Star Trek's coffin. I mean, yeah, it all ends at this. It all ends here. Mm. No point of having a prequel Pike series, you know? No point. Because as good as it's gonna be, it's all the whole franchise and everything is gonna end. You know how it's all going to end. So yeah, this whole burn though, I think it's a metaphor for Kurtzman getting burned by the fans. He honestly thought the fans would fall in line and watch this crap and continue to support it. But no, he didn't think he ended up creating Doomcock and Gary and all the others, and further gave the fandom menace a reason to fight on. You know, I find the idea of Doomcock pissing Kurtzman off. I find it hilarious that an internet supervillain is able to get under a person's skin. I mean, yeah, I find it absolutely hilarious. I find it also absolutely hilarious that he hates the Orville. That Kurtzman actively hates the Orville because it's more successful than his drivel. And yeah, the Orville is made with love, and you feel it in the show. It comes across, and yeah, I don't know this is just convoluted shit. You know, I want to know what the actors of Star Trek are thinking about this shit. I want to know because yeah, hopefully, there's someone out there who will take Star Trek off of CBS's hands and make a better Star Trek that we can all support. At this point, get me back as a Star Trek fan. Star Trek has to leave the hands of CBS. CBS executives have to apologize, and then fire Alex Kurtzman, and then they have to commit seppuku publicly before you get me back as a Star Trek fan. That's the only feasible way. That at this point I'm getting brought back as a Star Trek fan. At this point, I'm watching this shit to review it. I ain't watching it to enjoy it. Hmm. Yeah. I personally think I personally think Star Trek it's it's dead. It's honestly dead. Hmm. And yeah, it took one movie to kill Star Wars. It took an entire one season of Doctor Who. It took one season to kill Doctor Who. One series. So yeah, Kurtzman Kurtzman is literally the most ineffective destroyer of franchises. Or because he's just attacking everything at once. He's not. He destroyed Picard. It's taken him to season 3 to literally put nails in the it's taken him till season 3 to attack the rest of Star Trek. Lower Decks is just a bunch of bullshit. I don't have much to say. Other than this drink that I'm drinking is not what I expected. I was expecting something else, but expectations are subverted. So yeah, don't know when we can get good Star Trek back. All I know is that's gonna happen when it's out of CBS's hands. Hmm. So yeah, I don't feel inspired enough to say my usual ending tagline. I'm just gonna cut this off right here.